Welcome to the NEO podcast. It's your boy, Young Truth.
What up, what up? It's your boy, Brandon.
Yo, it's your boy, Mike Free. What's up?
Hey, first of all, subscribe to us from wherever you're watching or listening to us. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at NEO Podcast. And as always, you can contact us via email at neopodcast.com. Mike,
Free.
it's your turn.
My bad. I'm trying to get this live together. My bad. And, of course, you're trying to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom. NEO Podcast on all social medias. All that good stuff.
Yeah. Hey, first of all, we want to just put out a disclaimer. We're going to have some real tough discussions today. And I know we all is going to say something wrong to somebody. So I just want to make sure y'all know that, we're just having a discussion, have some decency. Don't take everything to heart.
Oh, right. Man. You know it's coming.
The way.
You know it's coming, baby.
Hey, yo, man. First off, I want to say rest in peace to George Floyd. Prayers to his family. I thank you for being unfortunately the sacrifice for a change around this motherfucker. We need it.
Yeah.
People is tired. Motherfuckers is tired. People is hurt. And I don't think us as a unit has experienced this type of support because of social media. That from the last situations, Trayvon Martin, niggas didn't have it right. You know what I mean? We try to do it the nice way. A lot of other people, it's too many names to list, unfortunately. But thanks, man. Thanks, and prayers to his family.
Yeah, rest in peace, George Floyd.
Definitely rest in peace.
What's his name?
For real.
Yo, they going hard, man.
Real quick, he was like a lot of videos has been popping up, and it seemed like he was like a real, genuine, big-hearted person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But like a lot of us that are black men, he wasn't perfect. Like none of us are, and because he's black and from a certain part of the neighborhood and this, that, and the third, then apparently to white people and police, he's not allowed to make mistakes.
Till this day, I don't know what mistake was that.
Yo, nobody knows.
So
one of them was a fucking a fake check. Another one was disorderly conduct because he was drunk. All of that. At the end of the day, I don't even give a fuck why. It don't even matter to me.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. The fact of the matter is that man's dead, and I watched him die, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of different viewpoints on this subject.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the shit changes every fucking day. I see so much shit on social media. I see so much shit throughout the media. My opinion changed. Like, you know what I mean? It hasn't been big publicly known, but I was a Trump fan. You know what I'm saying? I thought Trump was a decent president. I'm used to white people not liking black people. That shit is normal. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Half the people y'all motherfuckers work for don't like y'all. Y'all are fucking workers. And they go back and call y'all all type of niggas when they go home to their mansion. That's just facts. So I'm not asking you to like black people. Just do something. Mm-hmm. And I felt like he did. But after that speech, suck my dick. Facts.
Let's
feel what I'm saying? We go in a little bit later. I know I want to get some of the callers opportunity to call in. I see we have some viewers. Y'all can give us a call. People who've been protesting, people who witnessed protesting or riots, whatever the case would be. We want to hear from y'all, man. Holla at us. But I some of the stuff that was said, man, I just can't stomach it. You know what I'm saying? And let's get this understood too. For the people who watching, for the people who's gonna watch later, all the black people that's talking about these pussy ass fucking businesses, my nigga, they have motherfucking insurance. They're gonna get way more motherfucking money than anything in that fucking store. Period. This was a come up for them. Period. This was their stimulus check.
That's a fact.
So shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? This was help them. So if we lost a family member.
Yeah.
We lost a family member. We didn't lose a store that can be replaced. We didn't lose glass that can be replaced the very next day. George Floyd ain't coming back. This pain, this hurt that we experience as a unit, that shit ain't going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? They did all this talking about CNN building. The very next morning, that shit was fine. I rolled all through Buckhead today. Nigga, there wasn't even a piece of glass on the goddamn ground. Back to regular scheduled programming. Meanwhile, these insurance companies about to pay out billions of dollars, bro.
Yep.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
So if we
crying about the
stop looking for a
rioting,
reason to turn on your own, nigga.
Yeah.
Stop looking for a reason to turn on your own. Stop thinking that you too better, you too good. Well, y'all out there, this, that, and that. Why your bitch ass ain't out there then? Since you got an opinion. Why you not out there? I don't got nothing to say about how them boys, how them folks expressing themselves. Because I'm not bringing my ass out there. That's just me. But I'm not going to speak about what they're doing wrong or what they're doing right because they're doing it out of emotion. And to be honest with you, they ain't hurting no motherfucking body who don't want to get hurt. I seen one dude who came out with a bow and arrow and he wanted to go against the crowd and he got his ass beat. Guess what? They should have killed him.
A bow and arrow, though.
They should have killed him.
You seen that?
Yeah, I seen it.
Did you see what he said on the news?
Yeah.
On the news after, because he's old. He forget about social media. He went on the news. Oh, I just was saying stop the protesting in my car. And all of a sudden I got hit in the head.
Oh my God!
I swear to God.
Fabrication.
Like, come on, man. Like, at the end of the day, you got police out here. The dude, damn, my phone being used. Over in, I think.
Want me to go grab the other laptop?
Nah, it's in my notes. It's all good. But I'll put the name in the description of the cop.
Text your notes to my phone. Real quick.
The description of the cop. Hold on, man. I gotta look. Matter of fact, I gotta get his name because if y'all want somebody to go after that nigga.
Which one?
The one that was extra tough. The one that was ready to shoot people. The one that was calling that lady a bitch. The one. And the nigga was fucking Mexican, I believe.
Oh, Jesus, yikes!
Oh, nah, that's the dude who was paying them to loot.
Yeah, just text it.
I got you. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, this is it right here. Buddy right there. We're going to put it up for y'all. But buddy right there. This cat. Yo, man, shoot this dude in his face. Like, it's to that. It's to that. And it's not even like it's not like, you know what I'm saying? You could be like, oh, well, you shouldn't talk like that. You're on a public platform and this, that, and the third. Bro, they killing us on a public platform now. They killing us on a public platform. You understand what I'm saying? On a public platform, I just watched somebody get murdered by my servant. This is what we forgetting now. By my servant. Stop thinking. Oh shit, my bad live. I'm sorry. Emotional. I get emotional. He emotional.
It's all good.
Stop thinking that these niggas are not servants. These niggas are servants, fam. They service to white people. They service to us. Because at the end of the day, my social security card is the same color as yours. As a white man, the Spanish one. If you was born here, we all got the same color.
I think the cops the cops are thinking they have more power than they have, and I think we lost the sight of how much power we have. You get what I'm saying?
No. I don't think we lost the sight of the power that we have. I don't think nobody fucking realizes the power that we have. Y'all got Obama into office behind power. Why the fuck are y'all not doing that with y'all legislatures in y'all town? Y'all don't like the way the fuck y'all hoods are being treated. The police is being treated, this, that, and the third. Why the fuck are y'all not going to the polls then? Why are y'all not going after these governors? Why are y'all not going out of these state prosecutors? Why are y'all not realizing your fucking power? Fuck, yo, when they told y'all to go vote for Obama, bitch ass, y'all went and did it. What good did that do for you?
Nothing.
Anybody? Anybody? Fuck Trump, but Trump did way more for us than Obama did. This is facts. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we got to recognize our power. We have to recognize the strength that we have. We have to recognize that we have a voice. And we have more of a voice than just the stupid shit.
Hey, what up, Terrence?
Hey, what's up, yeah?
What's up? You on the podcast. What's going on, brother?
Not much. How y'all doing?
Man, we've seen better days, man. We've seen better days.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
But anyway, welcome to the NEO podcast.
Appreciate that having me.
Word. How you doing, man?
You know, same as you. Same as y'all. Just trying to get through each day. You can't really act like it's business as usual, but you know, you gotta keep moving with life. So you just take it as you can.
Hey, so I was telling the squad that you on, you had a bunch of run-ins with the police, like on some profiling junk. And I personally haven't had those run-ins. You know what I'm saying? I know Mo had run-ins with the police like that, but I never had any negative run-in with the police. It ain't like I didn't get pulled over, I ain't get, checked or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just never had any negative run-ins with the police. I just want to know, like, your perspective on, what's going on, your perspective on the looting, your perspective on, them. They had given him a mystery murder in the third degree that I didn't even know existed until this.
Hold on 1 second. We got to figure out something for our listeners on the live because they can't hear.
No, it's all good. They're just gonna have to listen to the pod.
Well, y'all call in and then y'all can hear. Not y'all just comment. We put the live up for y'all to call in, not really for y'all to be a part. You know what I mean? Like, call in, call us.
All right, but yeah, basically that. T.
Yeah. I mean, the whole situation is obviously just it. I don't really think it's just this one specific situation. I know it's not just this one specific situation that's kind of making the riots, quote unquote, and looting, quote unquote, occur. You know, It's like pressure bust pipes, right? You stuff and stuff and stuff something in, the top's gonna blow off eventually. It's not. I always say that's the difference between people snapping and just the top getting blown off. Black people don't really snap. There's enough pressure that keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed, and then a reaction happens. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, regarding the looting and the rioting and whatnot, quote unquote. I mean, I understand it all, right? I mean, I always go back to the fact that I use me as an example and say I'm an everyday average guy, right? I got a family, I got a house. I'm doing well. I got a family, I got a house, I got a good job. I do well for myself and for my family, and I got to deal with this stuff. You know what I mean? I get pulled over. I had cops come to my house. I have people, police essentially be like, I fit their description of whoever that may be. You know what I mean? It's just on some like way more than anybody of a lighter hue or Caucasian would ever have to deal with. You know? And this is me, a regular dude, a couple degrees, educated, doing well. You know what I mean? In the suburbs, so I can understand if it's, for example, if it's like somewhere like Minnesota where, I think the black population is like 12%. I believe they have one of the highest arrests of black people on a rate percentage basis. So that tells me that essentially you got the least amount of black people, but you arresting essentially the most on a ratio standpoint in the country. That just tells me it's you fucking with people a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if you can't necessarily get a job, and you know how that fucks around with a black man's mentality and ability and his need to provide and whatnot. And then you got the police fucking you on top of that. You got people looking down at you or whatever. So I say all that to say, from my standpoint, that shit's tough to deal with in terms of just the interactions that I have with the police. And then you throw all that on top of it, and when essentially you're being targeted, I mean, it's only a matter of time. It's a math equation, you know.
Yeah.
1 + 1 = 2. That's just gonna happen, you know.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the
Pause 1 second. Hey guys, we know y'all listening, watching. We have the live on Instagram for you guys to call in. Where you have him on speakerphone? No, we don't. We're recording him through the podcast. Y'all won't be able to hear the callers as they call in. Sorry, tune into the podcast. And when you do, make sure you subscribe as well. But tune into the podcast, and then we can build from there. But the live is only up, so y'all see that we're live, and you guys can call in and let us know about the situation. I'm gonna be letting y'all know periodically. I'm gonna be cutting them off, letting y'all know. All right, appreciate you.
yeah, but I just having the country shut down for 3 months, the unemployment being at a record high,
For sure.
and then all this stuff happening on top of it is it's like a volcano, and it's just
for sure.
and it's just gonna spill over. And I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad. I'm not mad at nothing that's happening, other than
For sure.
the injustice. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No, I agree with you for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna say I see it from different perspectives, because I don't. I see it from my perspective, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that. Obviously, people. You don't want anybody to get hurt. You don't want. Like I got one of my guys. One of my guys lives. He lives here, but he's working from Philly because they protest and stuff down there. But he's working from there because he's staying with his mother, because he don't want her to be down there by herself when when the people are doing what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a different perspective. But I mean, I agree with you. I understand it, so I'm not mad at it at all. I would hope that it wouldn't get to anybody I know, and I would hope it wouldn't get to me. But I would deal with it accordingly if it came this way. But I would understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not knocking it at all. I mean, you're gonna react how you're gonna react. Especially because as a black man, you're constantly dealing with a dichotomy and a dynamic of assimilation, because you have to go out into the world and assimilate these different traits and characteristics in order to fit in and be considered like a typical citizen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a certain dialect, you got a certain way you got to carry yourself in order to get certain respect to a degree, or for them to look at you as just not a threat. Simply to not be a threat, you got to assimilate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trash.
So you're dealing with that on a daily basis. Just simply that, taking all the police and everything out of account. Just dealing with that can take a toll, right? And then you're dealing with all the systematic stuff. Whether it could be simple systematic stuff in terms of, if you're supposed to get a promotion for a job and you see that they're trying to play you, or people just don't understand you, understand where you're coming from on certain aspects, or just laughing at these dumbass jokes that you can't even connect with. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's facts.
It's just that in itself it takes a toll, and then on top of that, you deal with police issues, and then the next day you got to go. We had an instance. I want to say maybe like a year ago, in which there was a broken down truck in front of the crib, and the police were knocking at the door. I didn't really hear them that much because my dogs are barking.
Oh,
so knocking,
this was at your house, right?
Yeah. The
Okay.
video I sent you. So yeah, so then so I ended up coming to the door, and I got cameras on my crib, and you see as soon as I come out, the officers start sizing me up, and you don't see that there's 3 other officers. It was one on the side and 2 other had gotten off the car when I came outside. and you see his whole energy change up, and he just sizing me up, getting dumb assertive, like, this your car? Yeah, why you got traps over here? That I'm like, bro, like, I don't know who shit that is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then as soon as my wife and my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law came out, his energy changed up because he saw with other people there. And as soon as my wife mentioned that we got cameras, his whole energy changed up. And then it's like, what people understand is that interaction can get so volatile in a second. If I was there solo and it was just me because my wife works nights, and it was just me and my daughter. Oh, and not to mention the cop came up on the deck when I was talking to the other officer, putting his flashlight all on my crib and stuff. Knowing how I react, just if it's me, because as a man, you're always overly protective of your kid, period. So had I noticed that and it was just me by myself, my first reaction would have been like, whoa, chill. And that would have just escalated into something more, you know what I mean? Had I been there alone. And that's just, and then I got to go to work the next day with all that bullshit
and
on
deal
my
with
mind,
and deal with the regular.
Right. When I just dealt with damn near what could have been potentially a life-altering situation, you know? I could have, and you can only do but so much in terms of how much smoke you really want to get. Like that video I sent you, I ain't posting that shit because I gotta live here, you know what I mean? I gotta keep my job. I'm not trying to have no smoke from no police or none of that shit, you know what I mean? So it's like you got to deal with that stuff on a consistent basis, and then you got to go to work and act like nothing happened, you know?
Yeah. But all right, T. We gonna text me your Instagram into my phone. I'm gonna just tag you inside the when I drop the podcast. We're gonna drop it tomorrow morning.
All right, bet. What's y'all? Oh, I was gonna ask what y'all thought, but I was listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Smart man. Smart man.
Or you could jump on live. We talking.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk to us. We talk about.
Yeah, I'll put y'all on live.
All right, cool.
Hey, yo, and also too on Instagram, another thing. If y'all that thirsty to talk to niggas, y'all could just call me on Instagram.
Oh yeah, you can do that
be
too.
like, yo, talking to him.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I'm getting text messages, people saying they can't hear.
Yo, so tell them to call.
Yeah, tell them to call.
Tell them to call.
That's what I was doing the whole time. I'm texting people like, just
tell them to call. Once they call, they can call. They can hear us talking to them.
I'm gonna text them right now. You know, somebody said,
or just tell them to call the phone. The phone is the best. It's the best.
Call that phone number.
But yeah, you got to be black in America. Then you getting harassed.
Woo.
Then you get.
Hey, yo, my whole thing is this is what it boils down to. What is going to be done different? What are we going to do different? Because the reality of it is, like I was telling you, I was kind of hesitant to come up here and say it, but the reality of it is, you look at any type of dethroning, comes with death. All the kings, you want to get this king up out of here, you got to murder. You want to come over, you want to. If we at Coach Crib now, if somebody come in here saying, hey, your wife is my wife and your kids is my kids, and you need to get the fuck out, you're going to have to kill him or me, or vice versa. Mike, I'm sure the same.
Yeah.
We live in a white man's land. System, excuse me, not their land. It's damn sure not their land. But we live in that system. We've been living in that system for a while. We've been oppressed for a while. We even got the coons who think that, well, I wasn't born in the hood, so therefore that doesn't apply to me. We even got a lot more of them now because they just gave us a little bit.
That was kind of what I was when we were talking, and I was saying what I say to my daughters, and then you said, they don't even live like that, and I was like, nigga, we live in America. That junk gonna come.
Yeah. But the reality of it is, even when y'all give us a little bit more money and a little bit more checks and this, that, and the third, that has nothing to do with every time y'all get a police officer get in my rearview mirror, my heart start beating. My sons don't live like that. My sons ain't never seen a hood, ain't never seen it. Like they cringe at curse words. They're nervous when the police get behind. You know what I mean? And it got to be something different, man. And at the end of the day, if we not going to listen to the people like Farrakhan who's saying, yo, look, idiots, you're gonna keep getting killed because you in their house. If you want better, then y'all gotta ask to separate yourselves and build on your own. Period. Like that's just the reality of it. The reality of it is y'all want to keep fighting the fight that don't matter. Like the laws that we have, the fucking religions that we follow, and da 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 da. A lot of this stuff is from systematic oppression, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you wanna if you want everything to be perfect, well not perfect, but you want everything to be in your favor, then you gotta create your own. You know what I'm saying? This ain't ours. We want it to be ours, but this ain't ours. You know what I'm saying? We could vote. We could make things a little bit more easier for us, but we ain't changing shit. You can't change shit unless you're going to change the world. Because regardless of whether we know it or not, pharmaceutical companies run the world. You feel what I'm saying? These different things run the world. So if y'all niggas not running up in pharmaceutical companies and shutting down manufacturers and cutting off and going to the oil reserve and burning that up and this, that, and third, y'all niggas ain't really talk about nothing. Because everything's insured, whether it be the integrity of the white man or whether it be the white man's money. Everything's insured. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the
got some people trying to come in, man.
What
Got
they
people trying to. I told him to call though. I told him to call. Hey, look, if y'all trying to get on the podcast, call the number. I pinned it at the bottom. Call, text. We got you.
Just call the number, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can interact and text.
or just text a question or whatever.
Got some viewers, man.
We live right now.
What y'all think, man? I don't want to keep voicing my opinion on it because at the end of the day,
hang yourself.
I'm gonna end up hanging myself. And
so Trump just basically declared war.
Trump said,
I called it. I called it off the rip. I was talking to Mo, and I said, when the president get involved, it's going to get dirty. And then I said, well, I don't know if he hopes this or not. Let me not put no words in his mouth. But what?
Nah, he hope.
What he hopes happen?
He hope we go to war. He hope.
That's what I'm saying.
Because guess what?
I wasn't gonna say that.
Because the reality of it is, he has the resources for him to come out on top. He knows his demographic of following. He knows that when he says, these thugs, he knows that his following says, oh no, this thugs mean black people. When he says, we're having all this violent shit, he's painting a picture of black versus white. That's how the fuck he got in office. So let's not pretend. Let's not pretend like this fucking cracker idiot don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like he knows what he's doing, my nigga. And once again, I was behind this nigga. But now you just being outright. You feel what I'm saying? Now I gotta stop looking at this. But now you just being outright. You feel what I'm saying? Now you're just being outright. And I'm not even a racist type nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when you start calling me a nigger, I have a right to call you a cracker. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem against homosexual people. I'm cool. I love homosexual people. They're my niggas. Shout out to the pride. You feel what I'm saying? But you start calling me racial names and we the same race, what you think I'm gonna call you back? You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he's creating this own hatred. And to be honest with you,
what I was gonna say was I think
hey yo, this is my PR for the day,
man. What I was about to say was
yes, the mad fanatic. I definitely love homosexuals.
What I think is he
throw that in there, huh?
Yeah, he definitely is. The people are not gonna back down this time. You feel what I'm saying? In the past, probably not even in the past, because they had some real situations in the past, but the more present past, it seemed like they could calm us down. They can, do whatever. I feel like this time is gonna be. It ain't nobody calming nothing down. I seen a post that said, "We ain't our ancestors."
That's old.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't had no relevance until now.
Why you tell me it's old for, man? This how this nigga be doing?
This is old.
Oh,
Yo, that's because that
old.
no relevance to now. You know why? This is different than any other protest and any other riot, because before niggas was doing it because it was a come up. Now we have social media and we see what everybody else sees on the front line.
You see
and
more
now,
than everybody
right.
else.
So now everybody is like, even the people that just doesn't affect them. You feel what I'm
Me, man.
Yo, boy. Yo,
Yo, we gotta bring some type of fun to it. But
Don't be
even the
mad
people
neither.
that is not affected by it, when you see it, you feel what I'm saying? That's why I believe like these protests have more white followings than and protesters and looters and rioters and instigating of the rioters. Thinking that it's all us. The majority of the shit, we're not gonna say the majority, because I was told I shouldn't say the majority, but all of the videos I seen were white people. All of them. Whether it was the officer starting fires, whether it was the officer that got tossed around like a rag doll.
The dude that was paying
the dude that was paying, the police that was coming up to the protest station, dumping all their water and throwing the milk. Like, I'm watching the white people.
You pulling up to the protest and they got bricks already ready for you.
Yo, and follow any old podcast and all these videos will be on the podcast on the story. But enough is enough, fam. Like, enough is enough, and it's really nothing you can really. It's really nothing you can do unless y'all really gonna go to war with this. Well, like it's either war or you're gonna be a victim. But how long we gonna keep being victims, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? So and it takes, I believe it just takes us coming together and saying, yo, you know what? I'm fucking with Farrakhan, man. Yo, let's all just put in $10 a week. Let's all, every black person in America, send this nigga Farrakhan $10 a week, and let's start building up our own, pause, do the connection. All right. Let's start building up our own houses. Let's start manufacturing our own weaponry. Let's start figuring out how to feed our own families.
Where is the weaponry?
Huh?
Is people out there shooting?
No.
What happened with that?
Well, I don't know. Dallas, them niggas.
That's the crazy part.
Dallas always shooting. Yeah, every time something pop off, somebody in Dallas kill like 5 cops. Every time. Yo, Dallas the truth.
Oh, they had the sniper out there before, right?
Yeah, yep.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
Jared Jones in there?
Nah, see, you talking too much. You out. Disclaimer. Edit. But yo, but you know what I mean? Like niggas, man, listen, where all the niggas went? Where Brother Polite at, man? We wish we had that nigga number.
Yeah, that nigga had the illest. I'm about to play that.
Hey, that's fire.
That nigga had the illest.
But yeah, to piggyback on what Brandon was saying, I've never dealt with negative police, you know what I'm saying? I've definitely got pulled over many a times.
Tell your people to call in. They doing all this trying to get through. Call in.
I'm telling them to call in.
Y'all call in. The number right there is pinned.
Man, y'all call in, man.
Jimmy Soul will love to hear.
Is right down at the bottom. It's pinned at the bottom. Call in. Call in right now. We are live on the podcast. Call in.
But yeah, I think ultimately like I said, we just gotta build, man. We gotta build and we gotta stop being dependent. We don't have to go through this shit, my nigga. Like, we don't have to go through this. And we gonna lose a lot of people, bro. Like, that's facts. If we not ready to sacrifice some more people, everybody go back in the house and run from the coronavirus.
Yo, and I forgot about
Speaking of that.
Where it at, though?
What happened? All of a sudden, as usual, as you know, per schedule.
What's the name?
The coronavirus just disappeared. Who we got?
Welcome to the NEO podcast line. It's your boy Young Truth.
What up? What up? What up?
Jimmy Soul, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm well, my brother. I'm well as expected. You hear how that nigga put on his face?
Yeah.
Ain't
Shout
no
out
reason.
The freaking BET's
My
late night
regular
soul.
voice,
Nah, man, we need TMF,
Yeah,
man.
that's my
Where the Mad Fanatic at?
Hey, yo, hang
Hang
up
up
and
and
have TMF call,
Yeah,
man.
where the Mad Fanatic at?
Jimmy Soul, that nigga said, I'm good in your show.
Nah, the mathematic. He gone, man. He out.
We got more.
Oh, that's Nate. I hit. Oh, shit.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
I'll go
Yeah,
back.
I already hit ignore by
He
accident.
already hit ignore. If he call back, we gonna
I gotta
call you back.
put some bread on the phone real quick.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Well, anyway, man, boy Trump is wilding out here in the streets,
facts.
threatening the military. It's not what's up. People are definitely shooting out here in the streets because my boy point guard, who you know, coach, his boy got killed there at one of the riots.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like devastated. And he's telling me about this dude all the time. He was telling me like this was the person we would have set up the concert for when we were gonna go out to Indianapolis. His roommate in college. It's like crazy. His boy. And, yeah, and then I just think you know that dude Genius.
Hey, stop name dropping.
Oh wow.
I'm saying you heard of the dude. He's famous.
Okay.
I don't know him.
Oh no.
But he was talking about on the news out there in San Diego. They were showing like, oh, it ain't really much popping up out here. But he was saying on the Facebook live feed, it was a whole different story that the media is not showing what's really going on in a lot of places. That they're telling the story they want to tell. And he said they was out there wild and like just destroying businesses, and he looked devastated.
Hey,
So
yo,
I'm
but
like,
the
man, I don't
reality
know.
of it is, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like this riot and looting and all that, none of that is equivalent to a man's life. None of it. You know what I'm saying? None of it. And everything is insured, bro. Like everything is insured.
Right.
So it ain't hurting nobody. Just like shout out to the mayor of Atlanta. Shorty said, yo, listen, yeah, I fucked up the city, but we gonna give you that because we understand. We gonna give you that. So, but after this, we on your ass. Hey, I fully respect that.
Yeah, they let the jump rock.
But what is the goal though? What's the goal? We rioting until they arrest the other 3 cops, or
Nobody
they convict them a year from now, or like you know what I mean? What's the goal?
We don't have a goal, and that's my point. I feel niggas because I'm a full believer, and if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. It said Beats the guy.
Beats, what up?
Well, my thing is you gathering in crowds during a pandemic, during a virus that already just taking your people out at a way higher rate. And you know what I mean? You getting the black people and the people that are empathetic to black people all in one place being exposed to a virus. You getting people giving this dipshit the right to send the military in to just blow everybody. I'm like, it might end up costing way more lives. And then and again, what was the goal? Them 2 convictions or 3 convictions?
Hey yo, it's gonna take.
Like we not.
But it's going
enough.
It's going to take. And Free, after I say this, I want you to come in because we haven't really heard from you. But I think it's going to take the suburbs and the inner cities becoming as one, as far as a war ground for people to get it. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to take the people, because at the end of the day, bro, everybody who's voting for Trump, they not affected by none of this shit. None of it. They can sit back and analyze and say, oh, yeah, get them da-da-da-da. Whole power to the people of white people, white power. They can do that because it doesn't affect them. You feel what I'm saying? But when everybody from Bankhead start running out to doggone Buckhead for refuge, you feel what I'm saying? And they bust into, then it's gonna be a problem. Then it's gonna be a real problem.
That's what may be the goal too, to make sure everyone know that this affects everyone. Yeah, we're gonna riot, we're gonna burn down your stuff, because it affects me, and then now it's going to affect you. You know what I'm saying?
And then guess what? Let's be frank. Let's be frank to all the white people who have a problem with this. Y'all realize that 99 years ago, y'all did the same thing to the Black Wall Street, and y'all wouldn't even have this problem if y'all would have just left that shit alone. But then y'all wouldn't have been the superior race then.
I think all that is dangerous because most yas wasn't even alive 99 years ago.
Yo, but most yas are still doing the same, still have the same mindset that they had years ago. Just like black people still have the same mindset that they had years ago. Niggas, everybody say, oh, well, I'm a thug, and no, fuck the police, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, if everybody felt like that and was really about that life and didn't have the fear of a white man, then there'd be a lot more bodies out here, bro. Like there is if a nigga say something to a nigga. If one gang go against one gang, prime example, Chicago. One gang came and one gang came, they dropped 152 bodies in one night.
Wow.
That's crazy.
One night.
That's crazy.
But the problem is, we are still thinking just like we did back then, we're scared of the white man. We scared. No, we can't. No, don't do this. No, hey, no, don't talk back to the police.
I hope what we're actually thinking is human life matters, period. And that the goal is not to just kill each other and divide us even worse. And that's the thing, you got to understand that some people's agenda is to divide and conquer. Like at the core, at the highest level, that's the goal. You spread these images, you amplify and perpetuate the images that we should feel we should live in fear and feel inferior. And then you got white people now posting on Facebook talking about they're afraid, they're about to get attacked by Black Lives Matter for being white. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Who is feeding that narrative? You know what I mean? I don't be watching TV, CNN. So I don't know where they're getting it from. I'm seeing a lot of people saying it.
Their president
and I'm like,
feeding
they're doing a good job.
Their president
they're doing a
is
great
feeding
job
that narrative.
And using this as an opportunity to divide.
Their president is feeding that narrative. Their president is doing that. That's who's feeding the narrative. At the end of the day, we could say what we want to say, but at the end of the day, we still utilize this fucking media. We still feel like we're dependent the same way we did 99 years ago. But the reality of it is, excuse me, my bad. 99 years ago, we said, fuck y'all, and started doing our own thing. Mm-hmm. But we were stripped from that greatness, and we've been fucked up ever since. So if we might need to go back to how we thought 99 years ago.
Woo.
You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I see a lot of good happening. I do see the
niggas ain't owning it though. Niggas ain't owning it. A lot of good still happening. Any of the good that can affect the change of systematic oppression, no nigga own it. None of them. None of them. Not one. Not one. Yo, we could come up with a brand to have our own people sell their souls for a fucking brand. We could come up with this. We could come up with that. We got Master P coming out with fucking ramen noodles.
Yo, one of the greatest tricks they pulled on us was like using NWA and hip hop to make us not want to be cops. Yo. Wow. This jug is crazy. The solution is like, yo, we got to become the police. We got to become the chiefs of police. We got to become the people that are in charge of hiring and firing at the police. We got to get inclusion. Inclusion is where you make a change. You make a change from within, but it's still going to be gradual. It's not going to be
that's not
instant.
Overnight.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not overnight.
Yeah.
Yo, but before that happens, a lot of sacrifices got to be made, and a lot of blood gonna have to be shed, and that's just facts. Because the reality of it is, we're having this conversation now, and we're seeing the world, not just America, the world in an uproar behind spilled blood. You feel what I'm saying? So that tells you right now at this point in time, if you look at that since biblical days, you want change, spill some blood. Period. If it wasn't too good for God, how the hell is it too good for us? The problem is the white people has made black people feel like they are the superior race because we depend on them for everything. everything, to take care of our family, to feed our children and women, my nigga, we depend on somebody white. We don't have to, but we do. That's the problem. The problem is I can treat you how I want to treat you because you need me. Facts.
Bars.
That's just facts. If you want better, then figure out how to build cars. Figure out how to come up with a manufacturer. Instead of coming up with a new
that's all
weed
long term
to grow.
That's all long term though.
Why? Killer Mike been trying to preach. Killer Mike been trying to preach to niggas. Killer Mike, and it's here in Atlanta, been trying to preach to niggas. Nipsey Hussle came and tried to do it. But
it was happening.
Huh?
People are becoming more financially free. That's the problem. The internet is making us all have access to information. You got
See, once again, we're saying financially free. We're saying financially free. Fuck money. If in order for, I tell you what, this and that now that's what we was talking.
Well, what were you talking
about? Listen. As long as we give a fuck about that almighty dollar, we gonna be oppressed. Once we go back to not giving a fuck about having nice clothes and wearing fucking overalls and feeding our family and protecting our family. Nah, this is facts though. This is facts, bro. This is facts. Everybody laughing like this shit is a fucking joke, my nigga. But the reality of it is, what good does that $600 shirt do you? What good does this shit go on? It's making this shit is making us fucking fucked up individuals. We'll go give a stranger $1,000 for a fucking belt, but won't give a fucking bum on the side of the street $5 when we drive past him. It's fucked up. If you take this shit,
people you talk about,
pick one.
I don't
nigga.
fall in that category.
Call that number.
But at the same token, you're not the one. You're not the one. Huh?
I said, I'm saying, are you like that? I'm not like that.
Yeah. I'm like that. I'm like that. I have a couple of people on my live right now that was with me today, and they can see I gave up more homeless people than the shirt that I have on my back.
Nah, he's saying, are you like that? The other people.
What? That's trying to grow stuff.
The one that's gonna buy a
$600 shirt.
No,
and not trying to help others.
No, but I'm not the. No, but I'm not.
Start with you. You gotta be the change you want to see in the world, and then teach your kids the same thing.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
That's what I'm doing though. But we're talking about outside of that. Outside of that, it's still more that need to be done. If I come on this podcast and I have a sponsor from Gucci, and I don't have and I'm not providing anything for the people around me before I'm giving Gucci money or showing Gucci love, then that's a problem with me. I'm a hypocrite. Feel what I'm saying? So
right.
before this Gucci promotion come, I'm telling y'all, yo, go buy this shit. It's stupid. But when they come give me that check, I'm gonna put it in front of you. But I told you it was stupid.
Hey, you gotta put it there, my brother.
I'm doing it individually as me, but as a unit, no, I'm not about to sit here and say no. Hey, yo, yeah, we're gonna stop being filet mignon. So we gonna go kill some. We're gonna go buy some cows and we're gonna give up the nice house and go get a farm. I can't say I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah, you can have a nice farmhouse.
But I would love.
Yo, Drew, we're gonna call you back.
I'll holler at you, man. Jimmy Soul, my bad, Jimmy Soul.
The call will start at the beep.
Welcome to the NEO podcast. You got the NEO podcast on live. What's happening?
Peace. How y'all doing? I'm calling from New Jersey. My name is Queen Moore.
Nice to meet you, Queen.
Up,
welcome.
Queen?
How you doing, Queen? How you doing, Queen?
Hey. How y'all doing?
Blessed,
Black men.
Blessed.
What's going on out there?
Doing what we can.
Doing what we trying to. We trying to do something.
We trying to do something out here.
Absolutely. So I have a question for you, gentlemen. First off, as a Black woman, as a mother, as an educator and a teacher, what kind of conversations are we having with our children? Honest conversations about what's happening right now, to their people, to their community, to their fathers, to their family members. What are we actually saying, and how can we potentially say it without harm or further damage?
I know me personally. The question. Shout out to the baby in the background too.
Trying to get this
Definitely shout out.
I have a 16-year-old son, and I have a 13-year-old son, and I have a 5-year-old son. All three of them are standing outside this door right now, listening to this conversation. I'm not a fairy tale father. I'm very direct.
I see.
And I'm showing them and I'm telling them what it actually is. And we can make up excuses for us because we were conditioned. We don't know no better. But if we're raising kids and we're not showing them, yo, listen, no. You messed up on that report that I made you do. For the next 6 months, nigga, I need parsley coming out this ground. I need this coming out this ground. Oh, well, I don't do it, nigga. Grab that Google. You understand what I'm saying? Grab that laptop. You look up porn. You look up rap songs. You look up cuss words. You look up bitches and everything else. Look up how to grow your own food. You understand what I'm saying? I teach my kids. My 13-year-old knows how to take apart and put together every gun I own. You understand what I'm saying? My daughter as well. Like at the end of the day, I'm preparing my kids. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not even bringing my kids into this conversation because I feel like it's something that we should all do individually and how we're going to stand with our families, right? With this platform, I'm talking about how we can stand as a unit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
but for me, like I second almost everything Truth was saying because I keep it 1,000 with I got all girls, so I keep it 1,000 with them, but I do like. Well, when I was talking about George Floyd to them, what struck me was that they were already desensitized to what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? My two older ones. So they 15 and 14-year-old, and they seen the video, and they didn't come and tell me, but when I seen the video, I had went to try to talk to them, and they just seen it, and I'm wondering like why you guys ain't have a reaction.
So that's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? And they didn't have a reaction. They were saying that this stuff happens all the time, and blah 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 blah. But I was trying to tell them they got to check their sensitivity because you are supposed to feel away when something like this happens. You know what I mean? The fact that people let this happen is that they don't feel away like how they're supposed to. You know what I mean? You sitting there recording for 9 minutes. You know what I mean? Something should have happened. You know what I mean? Somebody could have prevented something. Right. But because everything is so desensitizing, everything is shown everywhere on Instagram and all this stuff is happening. Everything is in front of all the games and stuff is, violent and stuff like this. They wasn't even affected. So I'm really trying to get them to really get in tune with their feelings and get in tune with what's going on because they're going to see everything. It ain't really no filter no more. You could do what you want to do. You could do what you got to do to try to filter things, but the internet's the internet, and it's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean?
Queen, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
By you saying that you're a mom, you're an educator, et cetera, I can theoretically put together a plan on how I should raise my sons, but from a father who has majority of boys with one girl, and for the other two gentlemen up here who have girls, what advice do you have for us as Black fathers raising Black queens?
I think what's most important, what I find a lot with my students is my girls say that their dads cut them out of conversations and include their brothers, which is why I wanted to ask y'all, because it's a different platform. Or they'll base it on gender, like it's a gender appropriated conversation. Like our girls, Sandra Bland was dragged. A lot of Black females, even, all through time, slavery, up into the civil rights movement, through that, just in general. So it's not just affecting Black men, it's also affecting Black women. And when we have conversations with our daughters about, their safety and their mentality, like I lived in the South and every little girl I knew how to shoot a gun. So that's one thing I can say about the South. They take the time, a lot of parents that I've ran into, they take the time to show their kids, and they're not dividing based on gender. I think the whole concept that you said about desensitizing, I think the only moment that we care about information and its intensity is when it's posted and we're waiting for that like or that response or that comment, and then we're motivated at that point to have certain conversations. And it shouldn't wait. We shouldn't wait until it's posted on Facebook and 100 people like it to be like, oh, I'm with this movement. If we start having honest conversations with our girls and our boys and include all of them in the conversation, we'll get somewhere as a people, I feel. But I think when we keep separating ourselves, separating our gender, separating our class, we just continue to still be running around the bottom of the barrel. None of us are getting out of it. Yeah. So I think just honest. It's got to be honest. It's got to be open. And you can share things with your children, and you don't have to be gruesome. But be honest and tell them like, yo, it was really good. Like, yo, yeah, your head could be on a plate. They don't care you a little boy. They don't care you a little girl. You black.
Yeah.
I have some of my students that are biracial. They're Puerto Rican and black or Dominican and black up here in Jersey. And I said to one of them, I'm like, oh, I said, where's your mother from? She said, my mother's Dominican. I said, so where's your father from? Oh, he's black, but I'm Dominican. I said, no, sweetheart, you black. You talking to me, sir? You black. She's like, no, my mother told me I'm Dominican. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to meet your mother. I can't wait. So it's even those conversations about accepting who they are as a people. It don't it's so many layers to the conversations we need to have with our kids, but they're taught early on to not want to identify with their blackness as if they're any less of a target. You brown or black, you still a target. You still can be, what, Poppy? Wait, I'm trying to have a conversation. You want to say hi? Okay.
Baby in the background.
He's 3 months old.
Yeah,
he's 3 months old. He already knows he got a Biggie T-shirt, a Bob Marley T-shirt, and a Revolutionary T-shirt already. 3 months. He's not playing.
Yeah.
All right, Queen. Well, we appreciate you calling.
Y'all.
Yeah, we thank you. If you can,
text your Instagram,
text your
Facebook or whatever, and from to that same number, and then we're just gonna tag you.
And that school that you my live has ended. Oh, it's too long. That the school that you teach at. If you want us to shout that out too, man. That would say less. Just give us the info.
Yeah, just text it to this number.
Word, I will.
All right, thanks.
I will. I'll text them. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Y'all stay up.
All right, no doubt. Thank you. Go ahead, do it again. You do it from your side now.
So who next?
I don't know, man. Call. Free. We need to get a lot more. We need to get some input.
Who calling in, man?
Somebody calling in? Oh.
Angelo was like, he about to call, allegedly.
All right, that's funny.
That's that, yeah. We ain't gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into all that, but
smoke. But
yeah, let me piggyback on what Truth said about talking to his kids about all that stuff. I agree with you 100% on that. And let me piggyback on what Brandon said about the desensitization. This happened today. I was with my son today, my oldest son, 14. I wanted to talk to him about, puberty and, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we talking and this, and that. And I'm like, how you feel about wearing masks? How you feel about wearing masks and stuff like that? He was like, it's cool. I said, you said it's cool? He said, yeah, it's cool, but I don't like the long lines in the stores. And that's that desensitization stuff that we gotta try our hardest to get up out of our children, because that's not cool to say that that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like whatever to our kids in this society that we live in now. This is what they know. This internet, social media stuff is really tearing this stuff apart. It's really making it worse. Gift and a curse, like you said, Brandon.
It's a gift and a curse. There's a lot of good. If this internet wasn't existing, we wouldn't be seeing none of the stuff we seeing. CNN,
exactly.
Look like how CNN looks so crazy now because we seeing the real.
Yeah.
We see what they put on CNN. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it would look like that if this internet wasn't here. But again, there's no filter.
None.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody gets it, basically.
We can
Shout out to
try. My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We can try to, micromanage our children with the don't do this and the don't do that. But like you said, this internet is everywhere. You literally just have to just deal with it as it comes if something does come up. But we can't stop it. It's just gonna happen.
What is, like, if we had to take action today, what can people do to not have George Floyd type situation happen?
Ooh. That's some look in the mirror stuff right there, though. At the same time,
At the end of the day, that's an unfair question.
It is.
It's an unfair question because I could do what the fuck I want.
Who we got?
Yo, this is the NEO podcast. You on the NEO podcast with the NEO gang. What's happening?
That sound like Mark Free.
What up?
Mark Free.
Yo.
What's good, man?
What's up?
What up?
What's poppin'? I mean, what's the topic for tonight, fellas?
The state of America, the state of our situation.
Yeah.
Floyd. How you feeling?
How you feel about it?
Man, listen here, man. Number one, these kids gotta go back to school. This is crazy. You know what I mean? I was just talking to my wife. I mean, my youngest, she's 6. She, sad and down, and she want to go back to school. They just canceled summer camp on us.
Shut up, man. What's up with these black men dying by police brutality?
This nigga went
This
crazy.
nigga
Crazy with it. Yo, what you expect, man? What you expect?
This nigga said these kids gotta go back to school.
All
Nigga.
right.
That nigga Free said, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Yeah, all right. So let's talk about that, man. I mean, it's like this. Yeah, I mean, y'all see what's going on out here. It's because niggas is tired. Now, me personally, I won't be into doing all of that unless we ask for something. You know what I mean? We want this or that to change, or we gonna burn some shit up or loot some shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get why people is doing it, because people just fed up. They want to wild out, but I feel like all that should be done with like,
It's a reaction right now.
Yeah.
So what's the response? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Shout out to
I mean, from the police or
nah,
what?
I'm just saying, I get what you're saying. You're basically saying people are reacting right now. That ain't really no goal. It's just a reaction. So what's the goal of the people? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like every city that's doing all of this need to have not a leader, but the person that talks. You know what I mean? The person that grabs the mic and say, "This is what we want. This is what we doing. This is what we asking for. And if we don't get it, we gonna wild out." Simple.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
A little organization.
It's all for something.
That's the biggest thing black people as a unit lack: organization. You know what I mean?
They did a pretty good job in New Haven, though, right? Then I think Black Lives Matter in that one.
Yeah, I mean, but what was they asking for? I mean,
and they was asking for. They pulled up at the mayor's house.
What were they asking for?
They wanted to talk to the mayor directly. So they pulled up at the mayor's house. The mayor's house said no. Nah. The mayor said no. Nah.
The mayor's house.
And then they made the mayor. They made the mayor. They made the mayor come can't come down, nigga, to New Haven Police Department and talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But-
That's a little organized.
Unorganized, just like you said.
That's kind of organized. I mean, I would like to know what they was asking for. You know what I mean?
To talk to the mayor.
Because
But when they talk to
That's
us,
the mayor right
about
there.
what?
About what's going
You know what I
on.
mean?
Hey, listen, the objective, I feel like the objective is for us not to come up with fucking resolutions, for them to come up with resolutions. We want y'all to hear us direct. We want you to hear us directly. Let me tell you to your face what's going on. Now I want to hear what the fuck you want to do about it. That's what niggas is looking for. That's what it seemed like it was going on with the New Haven protest, because the whole thing was a vent session. It was, this is what's going on out here, my nigga. This is what's really popping. Now, what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? And then everybody gets quiet and they do this.
Yo, but what you think? Do you think that should be the right approach, or should we have solutions already and see if they can?
This
Again, that's a question go ahead, Free.
I mean, this is what I think. I'm gonna give y'all the whole spiel of what I think.
Not the whole spiel, just like 45%.
Right.
The short version.
The short version.
All right. So I mean, basically, I feel like I've been feeling like this forever. Like, black people as a unit need to have our own everything. That means we don't gotta ask no white mayor or even a black mayor. Even if the mayor black, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, even if it's a black mayor, at the end of the day, somebody white is calling the shots. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? If black people had our own, we didn't have to ask nobody nothing. I mean, we run our own thing, and y'all choose to not do this or do that, and we choosing to do this or do that. Like, simple.
Hey, that should apply, and that shit is true. But because we're talking about mayors and cities,
right?
I have to come to the defense of the mayor of Atlanta and the city of Atlanta. I heard a lot of people say, a lot of people were upset that T.I. said, nigga, this was Wakanda. And my response is, bitch, it is. Everything around this bitch.
It is.
Everything. Bitch, I own everything. I don't give a fuck who you are. The lawyers,
I told these niggas yesterday, my lawyer white, but his boss is a black woman.
When you want to go get you a Maybach and a Rolls Royce, you got to go to a nigga. When you want to go get some great life insurance, you got to go to a nigga. When you want to get your credit straight, you got to go to a nigga. When you go to court and you see the judge, you're going to see a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? When you go to jail, you're going to get locked up by a nigga. When you go get your food, everything is from a male. I mean a black person. Whether it's a male, whether it's a female, whether it's transgender, whether it's all, at the end of the day, Atlanta is what niggas want their city to be. That's what you want. So niggas got the right.
But that's infiltration from the jump. That's like some knowledgeable people that had an agenda that was putting their kids in position to be these powers that be. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, that's and that's the problem with the A. It's the only place like that. It really
that's
is.
Not the problem with the A. That's the problem with the United States.
Right. Yeah. That's the problem with the A. The A is fucking. I fucking love it there.
Hey, but at the end of the day, we gotta stop putting the responsibility on our demographic and start putting the responsibility on us. Like I've been saying, I'm in the process of trying to come up with a nonprofit organization to help black women move out of places like New Haven, move out of places like St. Louis, Minnesota, places like that have young black men and move them to Atlanta so they can be around black men that look like them, that's running shit. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, I got pulled over. I got pulled over with my music bumping, hat turned around, big ass chain, and a big ass 40 on my lap. What you want, officer? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And guess what I got? Oh, well,
Yeah.
sir, do you have your license? Yes, sir. Can I ask why you pulled me over? Da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, cool. And then guess what I did? That's what he said. He said, is one of these businesses yours? Yeah, actually, I don't own this business, but I own a company that's contracting with this business. Oh, what do you do? Da-da-da-da-da. And then I started hearing a long line of how his relatives own this and own that and own this and own that and own this and own that. You feel what I'm saying? Black people run shit down here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's people of Atlanta, let's not act like we don't run shit. You understand what I'm saying? When that restaurant acted crazy, talking about they gonna be racist.
Houston's, yeah.
That shit was shut down 2 days later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like here. Killer Mike is not teaching you how to grow up and be self-sufficient as a black man. Let's not act like T.I. is not giving you a blueprint how to get up out of here from being a real street trap nigga out here to actually being an icon. Let's not act like Outkast ain't responsible for half of y'all niggas. Let's not act like Big Boy.
The crazy thing,
let's not act like Tyler Perry ain't. Come on, man.
Listen.
Come on, man.
Yo, and they live here still.
And they live here.
Boy,
they live here.
It ain't like niggas got popping and dipped off. Niggas still live here. You know, so it's like.
Yo, Free, thanks for calling in, bro.
It is Wakanda, Free.
All
right, bro. But yeah, man, I just feel like, you know, going back to what you were saying before, I forgot that fast what he was saying before.
But we appreciate everybody who's watching and calling in for the support.
Still live?
No. Well, yeah, I am. But we appreciate all of y'all, man. Any old podcast, baby. We appreciate y'all. But let's keep it going. Need some more callers, some more people. What's up? Y'all call in, man. What's up?
Hey, yo, see if you could go on Facebook, bro. I mean, Instagram.
Call in, man.
Call
that number right there at the bottom. Right now. Call that number. Call it. Let's talk.
Oh, hold on. Let me go on. Just join.
I'm on my Facebook because nobody was really coming on the in your podcast joint. And it was 0.
What, on Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook. So I just went to mine.
Now you on yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, Mike, you're supposed to go live from the NEO podcast.
I did.
We
for 30 minutes, and it was nobody, nothing.
Okay.
So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it. So I had to switch it up.
Hey, yo, man, but at the end of the day, man,
your junk is on yours. I'm gonna share your junk.
Yeah.
So what?
My Facebook joint, yeah.
What? I want to know if you can, man. Ask somebody from your listening camp, man. Let's get somebody who was at the protest, somebody who was protesting stuff like that, because I want to hear from them.
Yeah. Let me holler at them right on that one.
Yeah, I want to hear
anybody who was at the protests and all that stuff, man. Come through, call, man. We want to hear from people who was really on the front line for real. Anybody. You know somebody?
I have a question for you too, man. We got the balls to come up here and talk about this.
What we doing about it?
Word.
What we doing about it?
What are we doing? And this ain't and because we didn't talk about this issue, because we didn't talk about this privately, and it's just coming up now. I feel like that's dope, number one. And I feel like it gives us an opportunity to walk it like we talk it. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
Because you can't say that, you know, any old podcast is with the people and for the people, but we don't ask people's opinion. You know what I'm saying? So what do some of our viewers and some of our listeners feel like we can do? You know what I'm saying? To help this situation. for this cause. I know, you know what I mean, we can come up with our own little things that we can do. And, you know, let's listen to other podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Because we can as a unit, nigga, we have a platform. So our podcast mixed with another podcast and another podcast, another podcast, another podcast, we can pump out the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to be around for the solutions. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we know that niggas ain't about to gas up the jet and go to Africa and shit,
Nah,
which is probably our only options for real.
we're not doing that.
I don't even think that should be an option.
Why?
If niggas done fought all these times, nigga, we gonna fight till it's over.
Yo, as long as there's a white man on that dollar bill.
Whatever.
It's currency.
We're gonna fight till it's over, man. That's what I'm on. I'm not on running to Africa. That's not what I'm on.
I'm not saying that neither. What I am saying is, this is my personal opinion, and I know I'm gonna get a lot backlash from this.
Let's go.
I know. But we need to just ask for our separations papers, man, and let's just go back to segregation. Let's just go back to fucking segregation. Y'all stay on your side of the fucking fence. I'll stay on my side of the fucking fence. Fuck building the wall for the Mexicans. Build a wall for us. Y'all keep y'all ass over there. We'll keep our ass over here. We'll come up with our own breads. And the funny thing about it, bro, black people get so scared of that talk. But y'all realize we built everything for the white people anyway, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, we did that. We put in that work. White people ain't been good for none of this shit. White people have been good for bullying. That's it. And once again, to all my white friends, I'm not even gonna make that disclaimer. If you understand and you're a fucking human being with compassion, then you understand, and I'm not fucking talking about you. I'm talking about the fucking slave owners and their children.
And their children, huh? Okay.
Facts. But at the end of the day, man, it's like, yo, we just got to separate ourselves and do our things ourselves and stop being dependent. I know everybody, and this ain't even a black, white, brown thing. The moment you're dependent on yourself and nobody else, it's so much easier to turn away something that somebody's trying to offer you when you know you can get it yourself. Facts.
That's a fact.
I like that. I like that.
Here to say, nah, my nigga, I'm straight. You keep that, because I don't want what comes with it. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
It's mad niggas. It's mad niggas that, yo, nah, hey, I know you was going to do, yo, but here's $1,000. Nah, I'm straight.
I could go make 1,000.
I go make 1,000.
Yeah.
Because I don't want what comes with that.
Yeah.
If that's the case, y'all the men start letting other niggas get y'all.
That's what the niggas used to do. Well, niggas probably still do that. They put some money on you, and now you
owe them. Now they own you. Type
Credit card company.
Ooh.
I'm talking street.
Well, I ain't talking credit card company. I was talking credit card company, but
another thing
got
too.
Ramon for that. Got Ramon for that credit card.
Black man. Let's go.
Yo, on some real joint.
Ramon.
Let's start understanding that we are the streets. We control that. That's what we control. We control the streets. You understand what I'm saying? So if we organize in the streets, then we can try to take our organization elsewhere. But we have to organize in the streets.
We control the streets? What do you mean by that?
We control the streets, my nigga. Like, think about it. All this military shit, a couple of stores got kicked in and vandalized and shit like that. A cop got beat up. But mind you, they've been fucking up all type of protesters. But now y'all talking about bringing in military and this, that, and the third. If the governors don't do it, I'm gonna be forced to push my button. Where's that at in Chicago? Where's this military? Y'all threw out the pussy ass National Guard, and them niggas is pussies.
They put the National Guard is in Chicago right now?
Yes, man. And as soon as the tank came, they brought the tank up there, nigga, and they turned the tank around. Where's yo, if you take LA, just three places. Dallas, LA, Chicago. bring all the street people together. That's low-key a small terroristic army, my nigga, that can do some fucking work. Now put them niggas on the front line and then put the rest of these folks around them to protect them, and we straight. We could talk. You understand what I'm saying? But we have to organize as a unit first and understand that the perception that we give to the rest of the world is how we're treated. We can't keep putting this, oh, well, it's their fault for looking at us this way. It's their fault for looking at us this way. Look at how the fuck y'all acting. Look at what the fuck y'all doing. Now, mind you, this ain't talking about the protests and the riot. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about we are fucking idiots and all this shit is for nothing if we go right back to doing exactly what we did before this shit happened.
That's a fact.
Right.
It's all this shit is for nothing. Let's use this opportunity to say, yo, my nigga, I know my peoples don't get along with your peoples, my nigga, but we fighting the same fight together. Let's unite. Let's talk this shit. I don't care how you want to do it. Nigga, y'all niggas want to get on some gang shit, get on some gang shit. Y'all niggas want to get on some civilized shit, get on some civilized shit. Just unite, my nigga. Just unite. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine if all the street niggas. Imagine all the street niggas imagine all the street niggas got together with all the Black Panther Party. What you think we'll have? And yo, welcome to the NEO podcast. This is the NEO gang. What's happening?
What up?
Oh. Somebody said, I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, we knew. But
that's funny.
At the end of the day, fam, it's like, yo, my nigga, like, that's a force to be reckoned with. If you take all the street niggas with no guidance besides what the next nigga say and put them in the actual
of course
revolutionary.
You're talking about just organization.
Period. But
all right, do it right this time. Do it right this time.
That was him, man.
Welcome to the NEO podcast. You're on air.
You on air, man.
You're on live air, sir. Welcome to the NEO podcast.
Call you guys back. Yo, Brandon, call me back. Yeah.
This nigga, oh man. That sound like Lamar, man.
That's what you just do right here. Oh man.
Okie doke.
Step out and call him.
All right.
It might be serious.
All right.
But yo, yeah, man, we gotta do something. We gotta do something more, man. And we can't just go back to doing the same stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't have much more on this, man. For real. I'm definitely around for taking callers and talking about things and this, that, and the third. But given my opinion, I don't think people are ready for my opinion for real. So
hey, let it be known, man. It's the NEO podcast.
This is a lot of emotions, bro. Because I mean, the reality of it is, I got my boys with me. You feel what I'm saying? I got my gun with me, and I got to make it home when I leave here. And it's not a guarantee that's gonna happen, bro. That's just facts. So I don't know how much to say.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't know how much to, we shall overcome, and I didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on me and all that shit. I'm saying I don't know. But I know at the end of the day, before you start coming to bust my windows and tase me,
woo,
it ain't gonna go like you think. Only thing I'm telling y'all is, if they kill me, well, y'all better burn this bitch down again. Straight up. and fuck throwing bottles. Y'all niggas better be throwing hollows.
Woo.
Straight up.
Bars.
Straight up.
Bars.
I mean, I don't want people to die, man. I don't want people to get hurt, but I don't want to keep getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna be honest with you. The hatred that I have in my heart for some of the police officers that I seen, fuck them niggas. Fuck y'all. For all the police officers that's taking protesters and putting your knee on their neck just to be an asshole, fuck y'all, man. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, that
But
was like on call. Like,
man, hold on. I gotta get
he's
this.
on his neck for what though? For
Oh,
what?
They doing it everywhere, man. They doing it everywhere because they assholes. They assholes.
This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new though.
I know. This is what I know.
That's the bad part about it. It should just all coming back around. Like, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Hold on. What's his name? Jared.
Jared.
Hold on. Let me stop it.
What you doing, man?
Buddy, I gotta put him on blast.
You gotta put him on blast.
Jared. Y-U-E-N.
Y-U-E-N.
San Jose cop. Suck a dick. I hope you get quarantined and shot. I hope you die a horrible death. You waste of fucking air.
Ooh, okay.
If that was me, I would have shot you. Yeah, I would have killed me, but I would have killed you. You should be shot. You should be dead. You are the example of the police officers that should be beheaded on a public platform. You waste of fucking Straight up. How dare you? How dare you talk to people like that? How dare you be excited? Oh yeah, I got a gun. I can shoot people with rubber bullets. You little dick, non-functional fuckboy. You're a goofball. You're a goofball. And all the tough niggas around San Jose and this, that, and third, he got fired. Go see about that nigga. Go see about him. You'll catch a regular manslaughter charge. You'll do 5 to 7. Holla at any old podcast. We'll hold down your family. Go see about that nigga. I'm lying. Don't do that. Next thing you know, they're going to be saying I put a hit out on him. Don't say that. I didn't do that. Huh? Yeah, man. But, yo, at the end of the day, Fimo, we got to do better. And start putting niggas on blast. That dude, Jared, whatever the fuck his name is, once again, Jared, Y-U-E-N, the San Jose cop, fuck you, dude. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go to Wallstar. Go to Wallstar and look up San Jose cop, Jared Ewan, I guess, shoots at protester for yelling fuck you at him. And the reason why he said it's fuck the reason why the dude said fuck you is because a woman was out there protesting, saying, yo, you one of us. Why you so extra? Why you just shut up, bitch? Fuck you, bitch. That's what he said to her. That's what he said to her, bro.
Right.
Another gentleman stepped in and said, hey, dude, fuck you. And he shot him.
Pussy move, by the way.
Yo, I tell you what, I got nigga, all right.
Chill.
Man, listen.
Let that sink in. Let that sizzle for a second.
Yo, at this point in time, man, word to the wise, man, the police officers like that, man, this shit is dangerous. It's getting very dangerous, my nigga. It's getting very dangerous. People out here ain't playing this shit no more. People in here ain't playing. Yo, like you got people out here. Y'all niggas is playing with people, loved ones, man, loved ones. And then we spent damn near an hour and a half talking about the fuck niggas and the goofy niggas, whether it be the president, whether it be these goofy ass police. Let's spend a good amount of time on talking about the good police officers. The police officers that put down their guns and their badges and said, fuck y'all. This is bullshit. I'm out. The ones that went against their fellow co-workers. I seen the one black lady in Atlanta. Shout out to you, Queen. I don't know your information. I'll have your whole badge number by the next episode. I got you. And to the white man who pushed the protester, y'all gonna see the clip. I'm sure y'all have already seen the clip. If not, I have it up on the site, suck a dick once again. But she's fast. I seen a white officer say, yo, listen, my cops, we love you.
Yeah.
This shit didn't happen. He said, whatever we can do to make y'all more comfortable, let us know. And you know what the crowd said? They didn't say, fuck you, pig. They didn't say da-da-da-da-da. They said, march with us. And you know what them police did? went frontline and marched with them. Shout out to them. Shout out to the white people who are fighting a fight that's not their fight. Shout out to y'all. It's not everybody, bro. It's not everybody. Not everybody. But it's a lot of bad apples. And the reality of it is we can't use media as a scapegoat for, oh, well, you know, the media is only showing this and the media is showing this. Niggas like myself don't even watch the news no more.
I definitely don't.
We watch social media.
Yeah, you hear?
News. It ain't the news, my nigga. It's what we see. And what I see is it's not everybody, but there's more bad cops than good cops. That's facts. That's facts, bro.
Yeah.
That's facts. The fact remains is there's more bad cops showing their ass and showing their true colors than there is good cops stepping up. Because the reality of it is, everything right? Huh?
Everything good?
Oh.
I said everything good, nigga.
Oh.
Golly. I got country when I got it.
You got a little country, Atlanta. Yeah.
Yo, everything can. And the reality of it is, I see more bad cops showing their ass than good cops, is because we got the bad cops that's showing their ass and being blatant assholes, and then we got other cops that are sitting there not saying nothing. You're just as bad.
You just as bad.
That's just as bad. That's just like not voting.
And you know the crazy thing about it is, the reality of it is, black cops, it ain't y'all the ones speaking out. It ain't y'all the ones who got our back. Yeah. It's the white cops that say this is wrong, are the ones who speaking out and got our back. It ain't y'all. Why? I see all the black cops, they just sitting there.
They protecting that shield, boy.
Protecting that shield.
And then, you know, you got a certain amount of cops that say,
that white man.
You got certain cops that say, yo, this ain't my fight. I picked the side. So now you're on that side. So now you're considered a bad cop. When you stand there and you got people yelling at your face, you da-da-da-da, blah, 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 why you with them? You coon, you this, you that. And you just sitting there. Bro.
Yo, that face.
He chose.
You picking your side.
That's it.
That face was
crazy. I feel the black cop, the Atlanta. I'm gonna put that up too.
The one that's in the crowd.
Yeah, the one who's talking to him, and it was like, no, they don't know no better. This been going on for years. But somebody got to tell. I know, that's why I told him, shut the fuck up. Let these people do them. It's cops out here doing their job, bro. It's cops out here that's saying, yo, nah, this is fucked up. Yeah, hey, another thing I noticed that everybody talking about these protesters, but the protesters are the ones wrapping niggas up, whooping niggas up. They start doing this riot and shit, beating niggas the fuck up and bringing them to the police. All this looting and shit, especially I know in Atlanta, this shit ain't nowhere near the protesters. So why the fuck are you shooting the protesters? You stupid fuck. The people are sitting here at a corner. We shall overcome.
Who's shooting the protesters?
The police.
Yeah, they picking people over.
Looters.
I saw that.
They not shooting the looters, bro. Hey,
I seen them running over
people over. Track the trailers.
Oh shit, they not shooting the looters. The looters is running wild. Them niggas is too busy busting at the protesters.
Yo, you know the looters ain't us when this store vans got looted.
Yo, did you see what they did to Ameritrade Bank here?
What happened?
That junk standing on wood boards. I don't know how that whole strip looked like how the old G used to look.
That junk
looked like the G.
Oh,
when the G, Yo, I'm talking about you just see boards everywhere, just everywhere. But
they covering up their
no, they replacing wind.
okay,
They still got wind, bro. You still can walk into that bank right now.
Yeah, that's why
They ain't even have enough boards to cover it up.
I'm saying, if they let you walk into a bank, you know insurance is involved.
Oh yeah, definitely. We don't care. We don't care. We got it covered. We got it covered.
I like you were saying, it is a lot of good getting shown.
Mm-hmm.
If you kind of got to look for it, you know what I'm saying? But it is a lot of unity happening.
See, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
You only got to look for it if you're going through the eyes of the media.
The media?
Yeah.
Social media.
Social media, you see it.
Yeah.
You see it. Even when you see the crazy stuff, that place is getting burned down, and this, that, the third. You hear the protesters stop. You hear and everybody scream stop. But the thing about it is, man, listen. Listen. It's time for black people to start. I forgot who said it before, but I second it. It's time for y'all to peep the Blitz. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
You gotta explain what the Blitz is, yo. You called me and said Blitz too, and I'm like, yo, nigga, are we playing NFL Blitz?
Yo, I don't have to explain it.
Blitz, though.
I don't have to explain the Blitz. Y'all don't understand systematic oppression. Y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on.
We don't understand.
You understand.
Blitz.
The Blitz is. You said. You know what the Blitz was when you said. Yo, you talking about the white dude that was paying the people to start rioting, or
that's
you
what I'm telling you to explain to the listeners.
So I'm explaining it. So you talking about?
No, I know, I understand it now, but I'm just saying.
But I'm informing them by informing you, which you already know. I know, okay. But I'm saying it so I can inform them.
Look at that shirt though.
That shirt is fire, yo. Whoever call to get some merch.
Yeah, 25.
That merch about to be up ASAP, but we're gonna
podcast shirt.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
But the Blitz is that's what they want you to do. That's just the setup. What's the best way to build back the economy?
Oh my God. Oh my God. What if
What? Think about it.
Coronavirus.
Yo, what if
coronavirus?
All these businesses that lost all of this money,
allegedly,
they're gonna get it back.
Yo, the government is effing over the insurance companies, yo.
Nah.
They ain't with it no more.
That's what's happening.
No, I think everybody in cahoots. You know why? Say what you want to say.
How do you boost the you just said it.
Yeah. I think the insurance in cahoots too. I think all these niggas in cahoots. You know why? Because the niggas came out with $500 billion for a coronavirus fund.
Yeah.
Another one happened.
Flint still don't got no water.
Woo!
Them niggas don't care about Flint, nigga.
That's over. It's over right there. We're going to end the podcast right there. That's it. That's
what is going on.
These niggas said they spent all that money and Flint still don't got no water. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
at the end of the day, y'all not peeping the Blitz?
Yo, what is the Blitz, man?
I don't know what the Blitz is.
The slang, yo.
I don't know. Crack. We are on the front line, and they got a Blitz coming. We don't know what it is, but we see it coming.
That's what you're saying?
That's that. What else is there to say? When we sit in here, and all of a sudden you go to the courthouse, right?
Yeah.
On one day, then the next day, that same day, all of a sudden, oh shit, something happened. The next day, it's a stack of bricks everywhere, right in front of a glass courthouse.
They're trying to get that insurance, man.
Everybody want to renovate.
Yo, listen. Let me ask you a question.
Everybody want to renovate.
Let me ask you a question. And that's what I want to know from the protesters, because I've heard stories, but I want y'all to tell me on air. All these police cars that got vandalized, where were the cops? They didn't get out and run. I ain't talking about the cops that pulled off right then and there. I'm talking about The cop cars that got set on fires, the ones that were flipped over, this, that, and the third, vandalized. Where the fuck was the police? They just got out and ran into the mob? Don't make no sense to me, man. Talk to me. I talk back.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. A lot of stuff don't make no sense. Yo, man, y'all peeping the Blitz?
Oh, yo, that's like another one right there.
Word.
I mean, yo, at the end of the day, man, we got to do better. We got to do better. And what we're not doing is educating ourselves. And nobody's trying to educate us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying, I wish we could get that's my word. I can promise to my audience. Next podcast, I'm gonna try to get a hold of somebody from the actual Black Lives Matter organization, because we gotta have a goal. It has to be a goal. I'm for fucking these people shit up. I'm with it. That makes sense. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm okay with y'all doing it. And power to the people. Cool. But then what? Are we still gonna go back to gangbanging? Are we still gonna go back to this, that, and the third? Is niggas still gonna be able to talk this shit? Are we still gonna go listen to these rappers who say they blatantly don't give a fuck and they don't see what's going on? Lil Wayne. Are we still gonna go back to this? Is that how we rocking? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what is the end result? If not, all of this shit was in vain, and Trump is right, and murk y'all niggas. Facts. What's the point? What's the point? Because y'all alley-hooping people's lives. This rioting and protesting and all that, y'all are alley-hooping people's lives. For what?
That's definitely.
For what?
End up dead.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. If I gotta be a sacrifice, I'm with it. But just have to be for a purpose. Not, I'm mad. Okay, now you're not mad no more. Then what?
Now what?
Or we're gonna go back to the abusive relationship, because we've been the abusive bitch for a long time, and then we get mad, we fight back, and then we're going back and giving up some ass the next week. That's what we do as a people.
All right.
When are we gonna end this toxic relationship?
Sounds good.
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna go get some counseling? Or are we gonna leave the situation, period? But what are we gonna do? Are we gonna keep doing this? Why? Because guess what we're doing? We're affecting our children. We're affecting our children. We're losing our kids. We're losing our relatives. We're losing our loved ones. They just got rid of our grandparents. Now they're getting rid of our children. What the fuck is next, my nigga?
Any positive notes, man? Any positive notes?
I don't got no fucking positive
Yo,
note. We don't got no positive
No,
notes.
no. Our positive note was that it is some unity getting done. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it was something so blatant that had to happen to get some people to cross the unity threshold. But it happened.
We need Anonymous on our team. Anonymous, we need you, my nigga. We need you.
Is this the positive word, or is this?
Nah, we ain't get to that yet. Anonymous.
I thought he was doing that.
Yo, I do the positive word.
Yeah, 'cause we about to, yeah.
Hey, yo, man, positive word of the day. White people on my timeline talking about what would MLK do. We don't know because y'all killed that nigga.
Woo.
Nah, I'm just playing. But yo, this.
Are you just playing?
I'm not. Yes, I am playing because I don't subscribe to that type of shit for real.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
privilege is when you think something is not a problem because it's not a problem to you personally.
Woo. I like that.
Period.
I like that.
That like so when we live this life and do this, that, and the third, like we privileged, like you know what I'm saying, like we got the right to sit back and talk about our people that's looting or doing this or doing that. Y'all feel y'all showing y'all privilege, and that's the same thing as being white privilege. That's the same thing, my nigga. It's the same thing. This is the time for us as a people, no matter race, to come together, unify, and let's all make each other's problem, so we can fix these motherfuckers.
Yo, that don't mean everybody got to be on the front line. You know what I mean? Somebody got to be articulate.
That's not that everybody's position is not the same.
Yeah. That's.
But we the only way we can put together a manufacturing if we get the right machines in there. You feel what I'm saying? We got to get the people that know how to do this and the people who know how to do this and the people who do that. I mean, there's a place for everybody. There's a place for everybody. And this don't mean we going to war with white people. It don't mean we going to war with government. It don't mean, I tell you what, everybody and all the people who can vote, why don't y'all protest in front of the voting polls? And actually, everybody vote for your local governor, your local prosecutor, your local this, your local that, your laws that's in your state. Do what you can first. You feel what I'm saying? So that's it, man. That's what I got. Free, you got anything?
Look, man, this world is getting out of control. We don't know what's really going on as far as government, what they got planned. You peep the Blitz?
Yo, hold on. Before you go into it, how do you feel about that, though? You a government nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
You fought this fight.
I did.
On the other side.
You fought for this country. You know
on the real side, on the whole other side of the other side. Then, I can't speak for now. Then, I seen things in a different light because I was actually on that side. You know what I'm saying? I seen things that y'all couldn't see. So it was like people were upset about certain things, but I knew on the inside some things were getting done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is really going on now? You know what I'm saying? Are they really trying to help us? Are they really in cahoots? Insurance people with the blah, 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 the cops, I don't know. But even when I was in, there was a lot of bullshit going on still, of course. You already know that.
But the thing about it is, the reality of it is the niggas who were in your position and the soldiers, just like civilian niggas like us, it's a whole government over them niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They going through the same shit. It's actually worse in the military than it is for us.
I'm about to say, let's not talk about the homeless veterans. Let's
not talk about the rape victims, victims of the soldiers.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the female soldiers who are rape victims. From the higher ups. Let's not talk about all the people who got murdered in the military.
I ain't saying none of that ain't happening. I'm just asking for his perspective on things.
Well, he gave his perspective. That's what I was just saying. His perspective wouldn't be too much different than him being a regular black man, because
that's what I'm saying. Did you say that? Or?
I didn't say that, but
I was basically what he was saying is that. So I was saying that based off of what he said, his junk would be like the same, that you would have the same outlook, because you see the same amount of fuck shit, and they have their own government above them anyway, like we do. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same way even in the military for a soldier. You know what I'm saying? And let's not get it confused. It's not a race thing. It's a class level. It's a financial class level thing, because the white people that's broke like us, them niggas get treated like shit too. Them trailer parks get ran through too. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans that are like us in the trailer parks, them niggas get ran through too. This, that, and the third. And don't get it confused. Like, there's not wealthy people of the same creed. I mean, same ethnicity that's wealthy, that's on the other side, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just facts. So,
yeah.
But yo, this is the first part of a round two, right? We're gonna do a double header.
I don't think so. I mean,
right, I'm sure if it's still going on, we're gonna bring it to you again next week. But one thing I would like to ask from our listeners is if we can get some feedback, man, on what y'all think we can do to help.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying? What you think we
we
can do?
down for the, you know what I'm saying? We down for
We got a
people,
platform we want to
yeah.
use.
Reach out to us. Let us know, you know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying, foundations, whatever. We with it. So reach out to us.
And if you somebody that's been in the riots, been in the front line, you know what I mean? Let's figure this out. You know what I mean? We have a conversation with you.
Word.
You know what I mean? So
That's
All
it,
right,
man.
man. We'll holler at y'all, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. In your podcast, baby.